Welcome back to part 2 of my Shy Guy pixel art tutorial. So let's get started on this next part. So let's go ahead and head over to these 26 blocks that I need to place. 26, I believe. Or is 32, I forget. But starting from here, the right block, this long line at the bottom here. So starting from here, on the right block, we're going to be starting from there. So we're going to be starting to place 10 blocks, I believe. We're going to need to place 10 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. So that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's 10 blocks. Let's go to that placement block, head over to here. So now from here we're going to be placing 9 blocks, I believe. Yeah, we're going to be placing 9 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're going to be placing 8 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to be placing... It's going to be smaller now. A lot smaller. We're going to be placing 6 blocks going horizontal on the level to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not as small as I thought. So now we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the level to the right. So now we're going smaller by 2 now. So now we're going to be placing another 4 blocks going horizontal on the level to the right. I forgot it was 2 sets of 4s. So yeah, let's go ahead and place 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. These placements. Now we're placing 3 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the right to finish this off. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. It should be making contact with those 4 blocks going diagonal as you place. Going diagonal down to the left from those 2 blocks. So it should look like it should look exactly like this so far now. So now we're going to go ahead and finish this entire shoe outline. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to these 4 blocks going across right to place. These 6 here that you place. So starting from here in the right block, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So an extra 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're placing. Oh, there's a lot of. Actually, no. This is just 5. So there's 5s. 3 sets of 5s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's 3 sets of 5s. No, 5 sets of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 5 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. Not 5 sets of 3s. Now we're releasing 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. And now place 3 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 3 sets of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 3. That's 3 sets of 3s. Now we're going to be placing 2 sets of 4s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 2 sets of 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Now we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to be placing, let's see, 13 blocks. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then we're going to be placing 13 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're basically just lining up with these other 13 in the bottom. So now we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going up. And for the moment of truth, this line, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, and 3. It should be making contact with these 2 blocks going horizontal at your place on the left side of those 6 there. So I'll fly back a bit so you can see that everything should look exactly like this so far. Go ahead and pause the video now if you need to, just to compare. So now we're going to go ahead and go over to the 12 blocks, it looks like. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's 15, never mind. It's not 12, it's 15. So I'm going to go into the 15 blocks as you place from those, 26, I think. So from here, the left block, we're going over here. Now we're going to be placing, first off, 9 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 9 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 blocks. You're going to do that placement. And I forgot to break the center block because you don't even need it anymore. Alright, heading back over to 9. As you place. So from here, we're going to be placing 8 blocks going horizontal on the level to the left. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 blocks. Now we're going to be placing 7 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're going to be placing 6 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now place 5 blocks. No, 3 sets of 5s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 3 sets of 5s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 3. That's 3 sets of 5s. So these placements back over. Now we're replacing 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 2 sets of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. Now place 6 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the left to finish this entire thing off. So that's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, and 1, 2, 6. So it should be the 6 sets should be making contact with those 2 blocks going diagonal. I had to place, or theoretically 2 blocks going diagonal, but I had to place 5 diagonal and then 1 block going up to the left there, like that. So it should look like this now. Go ahead and pause the video now if you need to just compare. I'm going to go over to the, so now we're going to go over to the 2 blocks going horizontal to the left here. I had to place from these 5 blocks, I had to place going down to the left. So we're going to continue from there. So starting from the left block, starting here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to be placing 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. 2 sets of 3s. Now place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. Now 1 block going to the left. That's 1. And we're going to do this exact same pattern here. The 2 and then 1 after that. 1 more time. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 1. Should look exactly like this so far. So now I'm going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 2 sets of 2s. 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. So that's 2 sets of 2s. There it is. So now we're going to be placing 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 2 sets of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. Now we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to be placing 5. Yeah, we're going to be placing, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're replacing 6 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to be placing 10 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 blocks. Do that placement. Head it right over. So from here we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level this time to the left. That's 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. That. Now place 4 sets of 2s to finish this off, going horizontal on the upper level to the left. So that's 4 sets of 2s. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. Should be making contact with this 1 block I had to place hanging off from the 6 on the right side of the 6 here. So I'm going to fly back a bit so you can see that everything should look exactly like this so far. So now we're done with the shoes when it comes to the outlining, the shoe outlining. We're going to go ahead and color them. So we're going to go ahead and to finish these, or to color these things, what we're going to need is the oak wood planks, the brown wool, the brown concrete, and the gray terracotta. Now, what we're going to do here is head over to we're going to start with the left shoe here, because it's bigger than the right one, I think. So I'm going to go over here to the bottom here. I'm going to start with the bottom part of the left shoe. So we're going to start on the top left corner here of this entire area. So starting from here with the gray terracotta. Switch to the gray terracotta. From here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down. So that's 1 and 2. Should look like this. Now we're going over to the very right side of this shoe, this bottom part of the shoe. So now I'm going to go to the top right corner this time. Starting from the very bottom, very top right corner. Starting from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going down. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And next column, starting from here, the left side, we're going to be placing 1 block. So that's 1. So it should look exactly like this so far. So now I'm going to go over to, we're going to switch to the brown concrete. Now with the brown concrete, we're going to go over to these 4 sets of 2s I had to place. Making contact with these 3 blocks I had to place. So from here, on the first set, so from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, and 3. Alright. So now we're going to go over to the right side here. Back over to, we're going to go over to these 5 blocks I had to place going horizontal on the lower level. So we're going to go over to these, next we're going to go over to, move up a bit, and we're going to go to the 4 here. And then we're going to move up again, and then until you find these, the second set of the 2 sets of 3s I just placed. So starting on the left block here, starting on top of it, starting here, we're going to be placing 1 block, so that's 1. Now we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 2 sets of 2s. It's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. There are these. Now to finish this off, we're going to be placing 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. I'll fly back a bit so you can see that it should look exactly like this so far. So I'm going to use I'm going to switch to the brown wool now. Now the brown wool, I'm going to go over to these 5 blocks going horizontal to the place, in contact with these 4 here. So we're going to go over to the 4th, or technically 2nd block here. So from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to be placing 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. Actually, it's 5. It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Now place 6 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, moving on to the left here. Moving here on these 5 blocks on the left side here. The 10 blocks I had to place with horizontal anyways. Starting on top of the middle block of these 5 here. Starting from here. We're going to be placing 4 blocks going diagonal up to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's 4 blocks. Let's get rid of these. Now to finish this off, we're going to be placing 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And that's that simple. So if I back this, you can see that everything should look exactly like this so far. So now I'm going to switch to the brown concrete. We're going to fill it. We're going to fill this these areas here. So pay close attention. I'm going to edit this out. So starting with the brown concrete, you're going to fill this entire area here, staying within the outline. You're going to fill this small space here with the brown concrete. Then we're staying with the same block, heading over to the right here. We're going to fill this larger area here, staying within the outline with the brown concrete. And then after that, you're going to switch to the brown wool. Now the brown wool, you're going to fill these 3 empty spaces here on the right side. Fill these in with the brown wool. And same thing on the left side here. Same within the brown wool outline. These 2 areas get filled in with brown wool. And then finally, switch to the oak planks and then fill this middle section here with the oak planks. So again, there, brown concrete, there, brown concrete, these 3, and these 2, brown wool, and then this area, oak planks. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling them all in, it should look like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and put away the brown blocks for now. So the gray terracotta, the brown concrete, the brown wool, and the oak planks. And we're going to switch to all the blue colors. So we're going to switch to the obsidian, the blue concrete powder, the blue wool, and the blue concrete. So with all these blocks here, starting with the obsidian here, I'm going to head to this upper area here, which is the actual shoe itself. We're going to move to the right side, the very right side of the brown little thing here. So, aside from here, go the obsidian, and we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. We'll place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll place a linked 4 blocks, no 5, a linked 5 going horizontal on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place a linked 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3. Now place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3. Now place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. Now 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. We're going to do this exact same pattern here one more time. So that's 1, 2, and 1. So just look like that. So now we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place a linked 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place a linked 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place a linked 6 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now place a linked 7 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's a linked 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now place a linked 10 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's a linked 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, starting on top of this block right here, starting from here, I'm going to be placing 6 blocks going horizontal to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place a linked 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a linked 3 sets of 3s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's a linked 3 sets of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 3. That's a linked 3 sets of 3s. Now place 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. 1, 2. Now place 4 blocks going diagonal to the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to finish off this entire bottom area with the obsidian. So fly back, basically you can see everything should look exactly like this so far. Go ahead and pause the video now. If you need to just to compare. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the blue concrete. Now the blue concrete, head over to the very left side of the shoe here, this entire area. I'm going to go over to these 4 blocks here that you place. So starting on the bottom block of it, such as here, I'm going to be placing 1 block. So that's 1. And I'm going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1 and 2. Now we're placing 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's 1 and 2. Hear that? Now there's 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hear that? Then we're going to be placing 7 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then for the lowest part of this area, of this outline here, we're going to be placing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's 16. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 16 blocks. Let's get that placement block. Get it back over. So now from here, we're going to be placing 6 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're going to be placing 2 blocks going up to the right. So that's 1, 2. Now we're going to go up. So we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. Now we're going to be placing, this is a lot of diagonal, so we're going to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're going to be placing 18 blocks going diagonal up to the left. So that's 18. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. That's 18 blocks going diagonal up to the left, and it should be making contact with the 2 sets of 3s that I had to place, the second set. Anyway, the second set and the third block, or the first block, the second set of the 2 sets of 3s I had to place. So it should look exactly like this. So now we're going to go over to the bottom of the 18 diagonal I had to place. So starting with we're switching to the blue wool now. Starting from the, let's say, 5th one here. We're going to count 5 bits. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is the 5th one right here. Starting from underneath it, so starting from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going down. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So then we're going to be placing 15 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15 blocks. Let's get rid of that placement block. Hand it back over. So now we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. I place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. And then we're going to be placing 4 blocks going diagonal up to the left to finish this off. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Should be making contact with these 4 blocks going up. I had to place from these 7 blocks here that I had to place. So if I add back this, you can see that everything should look exactly like this so far on the left shoe. So, alright, now we're going to fill these areas in. So pay close attention, because we're going to use the blue concrete, the blue wool, and the blue concrete powder. So, starting with the blue concrete powder. We're going to fill this entire area here, staying within the black concrete and the blue wool outline and the blue concrete outline. Fill this in with the blue concrete powder, and then once you've done that, switch to the blue wool, and you're going to fill this bottom area here, staying within the blue concrete, the blue wool, and the black concrete outline. Fill this entire area in, this bottom part here, in the blue wool, and once you've done that, switch to the blue concrete, and you're going to fill this. You're going to fill in the remaining empty space here, staying within the black concrete, the obsidian, and the blue concrete outline. So, again, this area, blue concrete powder, this area, blue wool, and then this entire area here that goes from here, the bottom, all the way over to the right here, and goes up here again, and goes to the right. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling it all in, it should look like this. So now we're going to go over to the second shoe, which is the right shoe. And we're going to work our way through here, in this bottom area. So we're going to put away the obsidian in this, and this, and this for now. And we're going to switch to the gray terracotta, the brown wool, the brown concrete, and the oak planks. Not the obsidian, but the oak planks. So with all 4 of these here, we're gonna go over to the very top left corner here of the entire area. So from here, from the top left corner, from here we're going to be placing with the gray terracotta 4 blocks going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting on the next column, which is the right, from here we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down. So that's 1 and 2. Starting on the top, anyways. So now I'm going to go over to the right side of the entire area, and it should be pretty simple, considering this. Yeah, okay, this is simple. So we go over to the top right corner of this entire area, and from here, from the right block of these 3 blocks here that I just placed, from here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going across, or 2 blocks going horizontal to the right. That's 1 and 2. And underneath the red block of these 2, so from here, we'll be placing 1. That's 1. So it should look like this. So it looks like we're completely done with the gray terracotta, so we're going to get rid of that. And now we're going to switch to the... Actually, no, we're not done yet. Because this one is an extra area. But yeah. Alright, so we're going to switch to the brown concrete. Now the brown concrete, we're going to go over to these 2 blocks going across the edge of place at the beginning of the entire tutorial. So at least from the first part. So from here, the left block of these 2. Starting on top of it, place 1 block, so that's 1. Place 2 blocks on the horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 2 blocks. So that's 1 and 2. Place 1 block going up to the left to finish this off. That's 1. So it should look like that. I'm going to fill this entire area here. Fill this with the brown terracotta. No, I won't do that. Or brown concrete. Now I'm going to go over to the left here. We're going to be finding these 2 sets of 4s at your place. After these 5 blocks at your place. So let's start with the first set, or the second set. Starting with the right block here, starting from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going diagonal up to the right. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Should be making contact with those four here. So block activates. You can see it should be looking like this. So now we're going to switch to the brown wool. Now the brown wool, we're going to go over to this first set of the 2004 is actually place, making contact with these three bound concretes going diagonal. Starting from underneath the first one that's going diagonal. So starting from here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going horizontal to the right. That's 1 and 2. So now we're going to go over to the right block of these 4 here, the first set. So from here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going horizontal to the right. So that's 1 and 2. Now, going to the 5 here, starting on the right side of the 5, from here, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go over to the right, heading over to the 3 here that I had to place, right next to the brown concretes, right next to the area we just filled in with the brown concretes. So starting from the left block, so starting from here, and the 3 here, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the below to the left. That's 2 sets of 2s. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. Here those should look exactly like this so far. So now we're going to fill in this area here, same within the outline with the brown wool. So I'll go ahead and fill this in. Once you've done that, it's going to be a time lapse, or not a time lapse. It's going to be cut, so pay close attention. So we're going to fill this middle area here with the oak planks, and once you've done that, we're going to switch to brown concrete. Now the brown concrete, seen within the outline, fill this longer area here with the brown concrete. So again, this area oak planks, and then this area brown concrete. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling them both in, it should look like this. So I want to put away the gray terracotta, the brown concretes, the brown wool, and the oak planks for now. And we're going to switch back to the blue blocks. So blue concrete powder, blue wool, blue concrete, and the obsidian. So starting with the obsidian, we're going to go over to the left side here, the very left side of the entire area. So we're going to start the very, very, very left side here, actually. So starting from the long strip of blocks that are going horizontal, starting right next to the 2 sets of 3s at your place. On the second set, starting from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going down. So that's 1, 2, and 3 on the right side. Now we're going to be placing a linked 4 blocks going down to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place a linked 3 blocks going down to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. Remember, all these are going to be connected for right now. So now we're just going to theoretically trace the entire outline. All these are going to be connecting these all the way over to the very right side of the shoe, which is like right here. So with these 3 blocks here, just place 3 blocks right there next to the 6th right there on the very right side of the entire area. So go ahead and trace the outline. Make sure they're all connected, by the way, because they are actually connected. So go ahead and do this now. Go ahead and connect all these as well. It's not just going to be tracing the outline normally. We're just going to connectly trace it. So I'm going to do this. Shouldn't take too long. Here we go. We're almost there, I think. And yeah, we're there. So once you've done that, it should look like this. So now we're done with the obsidian. We're completely done with the obsidian, so we can just throw that away now. So now we're going to switch to the blue concrete. Now with the blue concrete, we're going to go over to the 3 obsidian blocks I had to place with the ending of the traced outline. So on top of it, starting from here, we're going to be placing 1 blue concrete. So that's 1. Now we're placing 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1 and 2. And we're going to put an endpoint, actually. We're going to put an endpoint. So we're going to go over to the 5 obsidian blocks here. 6, theoretically. So I'll go over here. On the left block here, starting from here. We're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to trace this entire line on the right side, going all the way up to those 2 blue concrete. So let's go ahead and do that now. Shouldn't take too long. It's just tracing it with blue concrete, so that's the difference. So it should look like that. So now we're going to go over to the left block of these 5 blue concrete. So from here, so we're going to be placing 1 block, so that's 1. Now we're going to be placing 2 blocks going up to the right, so that's 1 and 2. Now we're replacing one block going up to the right, that's 1. And 2 blocks going up to the right, that's 1 and 2. Now we're going to do this exact pattern right here 2 more times, so that's 1 and 1, 2. So it should look like this. Actually, that's 1, and this is number 2. So that's 2 more of that exact pattern. So now I'm going to be placing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, finally. So now we get rid of these placements. Head back up. So now we're going to be placing 2 blocks swinging horizontal on the upper level to the right. So that's 1, 2. Now 1 block going up to the right. So that's 1. Now we're going to do this exact pattern right here. The 2 blocks and 1 block going up to the right. 2 more times. So 2 more times. So it's 1, 2, and 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's 2 of those. So now from here we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal and upper level to the right. So that's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. And now to finish this off, we're going to be placing 1 block going up to the right. So that's 1. So now I'll fly back so you can see that everything should look exactly like this so far. So now I'm going to switch to the blue wool. Now the blue wool, we're going to go over to the outline we traced with the blue concrete. So we're starting on top of it, starting from here. We're going to be placing 4 blocks going diagonal down to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4. Look at that. Now we're going to fill this little area here with the blue wool. Go ahead and do that. Now getting back to these 4 here. Aside from here, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. Now place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, not the blue concrete pattern. The blue wool. 3 blocks. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. So that's 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But you can put 11 to block that little area there. So, yeah, just 11 blocks, or 10, whatever you do. Anyways, it should be making contact with the first block and then a 9 anyway. It should be underneath the first block and a 9 diagonal either place with the blue concrete. So now we're going to go ahead and cut this out. So we're going to fill these infill areas in, so theoretically. So pay close attention. So we're going to start with the blue concrete powder. Now the blue concrete powder, we're going to fill this middle area here, staying within the outline with the blue concrete powder. Now once you've done that, we're going to switch to the blue wool. Now the blue wool, we're going to fill this bottom area here, this bigger bottom area here, staying within the outline. We're going to fill this in with the blue wool. Now once you've done that, we're going to fill this on the very left side here. This entire area here goes from here all the way up to there and then to there. Fill this entire area here with the blue concrete. So again, blue concrete, this area blue concrete powder, and this area blue wool, and then this area blue concrete powder. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling them all in, it should look like this. So now we're going to go over to the top here. I'm going to go over to the very top here. Not the very top, but going to the middle here, the pixel art. Now, you're actually completely done with all the blue blocks, so you can get rid of those now. So now we're going to go over to here, this upside down L shape here, that had you place at the very first part of the tutorial, or just in the last part. So now I'm going to go over here, at the top block here. So aside from here, we're going to be placing 4 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 4 sets of 2s. Do that. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. So we're theoretically going back to black concrete outlining. So now we're replacing 3 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. Those. Now it's 3 sets of 3s, not 2 sets of 3s. It says 3 sets of 3s, not 2 sets of 3s. So now from here we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we're going to be placing 2 sets of 5s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 2 sets of 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. That's 2 sets of 5s. Those. Now we're going to be placing 9 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to next we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We're going to be placing 26 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. That's 26 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So it should look like this. So now we're going to go over to the right block of the 26, and starting underneath it, starting from here, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go back to the right block of the 26 here. So aside from here, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next we're placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're going to be placing 16 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now we're going to be placing, after that, 8 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to be placing 4 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now starting on the right block, the right side of the second block of the 4 here that we just made. Starting from here, we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're going to be placing 20 blocks going horizontal to the right. So that's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20 blocks. I want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, good. I was just making sure that was 20, if I counted correctly. And I did. Alright, next. After that, we're going to be placing 7 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. So that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, for a moment of truth, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be making contact with the 2 diagonal I had to place, going diagonal down to the left I had to place in the first part. So it should look like this. So now we're going to be placing a linked 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's the linked 2. 1 and 2. Now that should make contact right there too, but we're going to go ahead and work on the bottom. So now we're going to go over to the linked 2 that I had to place. We're going to go to the left block here. So from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's the linked 3. 1, 2, 3. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. I meant regular 3, not linked 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to be placing another 4 blocks. No, not another 4. It's a 5. 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Next, we're going to be placing another 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. So it's 2 sets of 5s, theoretically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we're going to be placing 6 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, we're going to be placing 8 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, we're starting on top of the 8, on the left block of the 8 here. Starting from here on top, we're placing 2 blocks going up. So that's 1 and 2. Should be making contact with these 4 blocks I had to place going down to the right. Now, starting on the left block of the 8 blocks again, so starting from here, the bottom this time, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down. So that's 1, 2. Now place 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. Now place 20 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20 blocks. So the placement of the block. Now place 8 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. Place 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now place 4 blocks going up to the left to finish this little area here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be making contact with those 5 theoretically blocks that we placed. Making contact with those 26 blocks I just placed. So now we're going to be placing, starting on the 3rd block that we just placed, on the 4 that we just placed. So from here, left side, we're going to be placing 11 blocks going horizontal to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next, we're going to be placing 10 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, we're going to be placing 8 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to be placing 7 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to be placing 6 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, we're placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we're placing 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 2 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Now place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 2 sets of 2s. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2. 2 sets of 2s. Now place 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. Now 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. And to finish this off, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. Should be making contact with the same upside down L shape we made in the first part. So it should look exactly like this so far. So now we're going to fill these areas in. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the yellow blocks for this, and we're also going to need red nether brick. Now we're starting with the yellow blocks for this one. So we're going to start with the yellow terracotta. Now with the yellow terracotta, we're going to go over to the 1 block going diagonal. I device from the total 5 blocks going up the black concrete. So we're going to this little circle here, or square. So from here, on top of this block here, we're placing 2 blocks going out. That's 1 and 2. And we're going to fill this entire bottom here, this entire bottom row here with the yellow terracotta. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we're just tracing the outline only for the very bottom of the area. So it should look like this. So now I'm going to go over to the top, and we're going to go over to these 5 blocks going horizontal I place from the 26 here. So starting from here, we'll be placing 5 blocks going horizontal to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And starting on the left block of the 5 here, we just placed aside from there, we're placing 1 block. That's 1. And then for the rest, we're just gonna trace the outline only for the top here, only though. So, so it should look like this once you're done with that. So now we're completely done with the yellow terracotta, so you can get rid of that. So now I'm gonna switch to the yellow concrete. Now the yellow concrete, first we're gonna use the placement block. Now the placement block, we're gonna go over to the 5 yellow terracotta. No, not 5, the 8 yellow terracottas that we had to place. So starting from here, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching to the yellow concrete, starting on the right side of the 5 placements, starting here. We're going to be placing 4 blocks going diagonal to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So placements. Back over. From here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. Now 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. Now place 2 blocks going up to the right to finish this off. That's 1 and 2. So it should look like this. Should be making contact with the right block of the 20 blocks here. So it should look like this. Or no, it's 16, yeah. My bad. So now we're going to fill these 2 areas in. So pay close attention. I'm also going to cut this out, because they're decently big. So we're going to fill this left area here with the yellow concrete powder, staying within the outline. We're going to fill this in with the yellow concrete. And then yellow concrete powder. And then once you've done that, switch to the yellow concrete. We're going to fill this right side area, fill this in with yellow concrete, and then once you've done that, we're going to switch to the red nether brick. Now with your red nether brick, you're going to fill these 2 empty spaces here, including this area here. I'm just going to quickly fill that in. And fill this large area here, same within the outline. fill that in with red nether brick, and same with this larger area here on the very left side of the yellow thing in the middle. Go ahead and fill this in with the red nether brick. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling them all in, it should look like this. So now we're gonna go over to go up, more up, and we're gonna find the sideways T shape right here. We're gonna get rid of the. We're gonna go ahead and put away the red nether brick for now, by the way, and we're gonna get rid of the yellow concrete and the yellow concrete powder because we don't need them anymore. We're completely done with those blocks. So now we're gonna switch to the black concrete, and we're gonna keep outlining. So only for a little bit though. So we're gonna be placing now 5 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 5 sets of 3s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 5. It's 5 sets of 3s. Let's put these. Next, we're going to be placing 1 extra block to the right. Actually, no, we're going to be placing with the placement block on the top of the right block of these 3 here. We're going to be placing 3 blocks going up with the placement block. That's 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to be switching to the black concrete, starting from here on the right block, the top block of these 3 here that we place. Starting from here, we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to be placing 15 blocks going down, straight. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 blocks. We're going to get rid of these placements. Head back up to the top block of the 15. Next, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going up to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're placing 2 sets of 4s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 2 sets of 4s. Now we're placing 3 sets of 3s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 3. That's 3 sets of 3s. Give these. Next, we're going to be placing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of 2s. 6 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, and 1, 2, 6. That's 6 sets of 2s. These. Now, we're going to go over to the third set of the 6 sets of 2s that you place. So we're starting from the third set right here. Count 3 in. So that's 1, 2, 3. Starting on the top block on the left side of the third set. Starting from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Next, to finish this off, we're going to be placing 4 blocks. No, 4 sets of 3s going horizontal on the deeper level to the left. That's 4 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be making contact with those other 3 that you placed. So theoretically, a backwards L shape. So it should look like this. So now we're going to fill this area in. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the gray terracotta, the brown concrete, so theoretically we're going to need all the brown colors here. So we're going to start with the darkest to lightest. So we're going to go over to we're going to switch to the gray terracotta, and we're going to go to this T shape here, back to the exact same T shape we started with. So starting from here on top of the long one. So starting from here on top of the 3 here. We're going to be placing 1, so that's 1. Now we're going to be tracing the outline going all the way down to the right. So let's go ahead and do that now. Trace the outline, the gray terracotta, and it should look exactly like this. Very simple and easy. So now we're going to go over to the 4 blocks. The first set of the 4 sets of 4s I should place. So the first set, we switch to the brown concrete. Starting from here, we're going to be placing 1 block going down to the right. So that's 1. Now place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. Next, we'll be placing 5 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's 4 sets of 3s. No, 5 sets, yeah. 5 sets. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 5 sets of 3s. Here are the placements, and it should be making contact with the middle block of the 5 there. Sure, it should look like that. So now we're going to go over to the second set of the 4 sets of 4s I should place. So second set, the bottom block, right here. With the brown rule, switching to it, we're replacing 1 block to the right. That's 1. Next, we're replacing 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. So that's 1, 2. Then we're replacing 5 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right to finish this off. To finish the brown wall. That's 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 5 sets of 3s. Give these placements, and should be making contact with the third block of the 4 there as you place, so it should look like this. So now we're going to switch to the openings. Now with the openings, so we're going to go over to the top of this larger area here. So we're going to go over to the very right side here first. We're going to start with the very right side. So from here, next to the first block of the third set of the 6 sets of 2s here, so next to it, the left side, you're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal to the left with the openings. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to be placing a linked 4 sets of 3s, no, 3 sets of 4s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. So it's a linked 3 sets of 4s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. That's 4 sets of 3s. Linked. All of them are linked. So now we're going to be placing a linked, what looks like 7. No, that's a linked 8. A linked 8 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's a linked 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to fill this area here, on the top here. Fill that in with oak. Next, we're going to be placing a linked 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. From the 8 here that we just placed. That's 1 and 2. And starting underneath the left block of these 2 we just placed, so from here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. Now apply the activate, so you can see that everything should look exactly like this so far. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill these areas in. So quick close attention with specific blocks here. We're going to put away the oak planks for right now because we don't need it anymore completely. We're completely done with it. Same with the gray terracotta. We're going to only need the brown concrete, the brown wool, and the brown concrete powder. So pay close attention. So first, you're going to fill this larger area here, staying within the outline, with the brown concrete powder. And then once you've done that, we're going to switch to the brown wool. Now the brown wool, staying within this outline here, fill this smaller area here with the brown wool. And then once you've done that, switch to the brown concrete. And with the brown concrete, we're going to fill this bottom space here with the brown concrete. So again, this area brown concrete powder, this area brown wool, and then this area brown concrete. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So now we're going to get rid of these blocks completely because we're done with them, and we're going to pause here and continue my Shy Guy pixel art tutorial in the next part. And in the next part, we're going to go ahead and work on the mask and do some other stuff too. So we're going to go ahead and pause. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to eat your greens, stay healthy, stay hydrated. You all know the drill by now. And peace.